Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. At the 18. The Hokies offense will have the opening possession of the game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
No pickup at all on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Puts it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it and let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Got a man. It's Green. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like,
it's a seam wide open at the 30. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Groves. Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Druckenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Druckenmiller vibes, Paul.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for space. It's Bennett. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got the back in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Slithers into space. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Gamecocks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
they're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
From the shotgun, the inside give. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch, called for and made. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Still running at the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Escapes trouble. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Carter, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and throwing over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Selden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got the play bottle up. Fumble, it's out. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the tailback. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
After shotgun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
And I think if I'm the QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
He's going to run it. It's a running room. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some
There he goes! Wide open spaces. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Sellers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Now on the move. Finding an escape route.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal player who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my goal.
Virginia Tech, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning on the Jets. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw it, Sellers. He'll try to do it himself. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely, figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1, make that first impression.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking effect. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, it Expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. And Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The Hokies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Bennett. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, my, he just shanked that one. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. He's taking the shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one.
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started.
Virginia Tech, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll try the right side. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Goes to the option. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Big fella moving. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good Good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
First and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back. Flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make it.
He's loose. There he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Virginia Tech.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Spins away from the defender. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
The run from the shotgun. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Pulls and fires complete.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Coverage team was down there to corral it. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Gives it on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fires to the tight end. Mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Scrambling away. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They go to the ground. Shoots his way for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical. at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Heath. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Hokies send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's going up top here late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hokies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field,